I had no idea how much time had passed. I'd lost my sense of time. There was no sunlight. It could have been night or day. How long will I be in here? Until I die, no doubt. Glissade was after my blood. He wasn't going to let me out other than to get it. I should just die, then. There was no weapon with which to do it. Nothing to tie a noose with. The most resistance I could offer was refusing food. That will work. Starving is possible. My life was mine, I swore. That included my blood. Like hell I'm going to allow myself to be used in some mad research! From then on, I stopped eating or drinking anything I was given. I didn't have even a single drop of water. When I'd done this in the past, I'd still taken in water. But this time I wanted to be sure I died, so I didn't drink. Of course, I was hungry and thirsty. I struggled to refuse the food and drink they brought me. Footsteps. The hunger will torture me again. The footsteps always brought me two kinds of tortures. Possible sustenance from my body, and the one I hated.
You haven't touched any of it. You have to eat and drink. Are you doing this to provoke us?
I didn't want to answer, and frankly, I was too weak to. If I started talking, I was only going to complain. I might have hated ADAGE, but I didn't feel like verbally abusing him. Perhaps that means I don't completely hate him yet.
You'll die if you don't eat or drink.
Just leave me alone to die.
I don't want you to die.
I don't want to support that insane research.
If you die, I'll grieve.
Liar.
I'm not lying.
You said this was your duty.
It is, but I still want you to live. I love you.
Aw, he finally said it. ADAGE walked up to me and raised my chin with one hand. Then he wrenched my mouth open and poured water inside. Well, you know what? Thanks for doing that and not putting it into your mouth and then kissing her and then pouring water, and I'm not into that, so I thank you for not doing that. How does one make this noise? do I need to do this with water? Hold on. That's the best approximation.
Drink.
No! I spit out the water in my mouth and glared at him.
Idiot.
Oh no, he did do it! I called it! No! Oh god, the Toma flashback. Oh, fine. You know what? Let's pretend the similarities about a jail cell and the... Yeah, let's not go there. At least in this case, he's like trying to keep you alive and not trying to, you know, sedate you or anything. So I guess there's a small difference there. ADAGE tipped water into his own mouth and put his mouth on mine. I couldn't flee, and I couldn't push him away. He pressed the water into me. I didn't want the water. I wanted to spit it out, but he was too strong. I felt the water running down my parched throat, filling me inside. He did this another 2 or 3 times. In the end, I accepted it, knowing I couldn't resist. You guys. Oh god, this line out of context. Oh, nobody take this line out of context. I tell you. Well, this is quite the way to start this. I can't get myself to say it with a straight face. Oh! It's okay. It's okay. You can get through this. I'm probably blushing like mad.
Good girl. You swallowed it properly.
I wiped off my mouth and stared at him. Stop doing this. I hate you, ADAGE.
Feel free to. I love you.
You were the one who threw me out, you selfish man.
I was. But that's what love is like.
He put the empty water jug on the ground and kissed me again. Whoop! Then he pushed me down onto the floor and was on top of me immediately. Stop it.
If you really want me to stop, you have to put up more of a fight. But you can't, because you didn't eat.
ADAGE held down my wrists and kissed me.
A pulse. Skin is warm and soft. You're alive. That's good. You're still alive.
Kill me.
I won't.
Let me die.
I won't.
There's no point in being alive anymore.
Then live for me.
For the man I hate.
You don't hate me. If you hated me, you'd put up more of a fight.
His crimson eyes stared at me. I was lost for words. He didn't say anything either. How often are you going to betray my hopes? I wish I could truly hate him. But instead of hating him from the bottom of my heart, I was worried for him. It was pathetic, I thought. I hated myself for it. I'm worried about you, ADAGE. What are you going to do when I'm gone? What are you going to do when Priscilla comes back? The weight atop my body disappeared. ADAGE had stood up.
Eat. Got it?
That was all he said and left. Eat. What's the point? I'm just waiting for death. What did he expect me to hope for? They were just going to kill me. I thought about it for a while longer. And eventually I reached for the food. With every crumb of bread in my mouth, my pace quickened. The instinct to survive, to eat, could not be controlled. I want to die right here and now. But I'm still doing what he wants because I don't truly hate him. ADAGE had said he loved me. I probably felt the same way. Then why was I in this little cell? Why was he about to send me back to my maker? I don't understand. What should I have faith in now? Believe your boy. He can't tell you. Can't tell you the plan, whatever it is. A few days later, I heard footsteps while I slept. These footsteps. All right. We're switching back. Has the time arrived?
ADAGE, are you ready to collect the blood? Yes, everything is in place. Good, good. Then bring her here. Stop standing around over there. Go on. Otherwise, I might have to shoot you. Glissade pressed the muzzle against my back as he whispered that threat. All right.
Oh, hi, Soxon. It's been quite a while since we've seen you.
Glissade, do you have a moment? Oh, Soxon. Can you do something about your toy? There are complaints of a strange smell. This isn't a toy. This is my precious daughter. Who's the man?
Sorry. The way I read that, I thought Soxon was implying Glissade was the mother and asking who the father was, but that is not what he was saying.
I don't really want you calling in outsiders. Why is he here? How long is he going to be here? He's my assistant. Assistant? Yes. He's only here until I can awaken Priscilla. I won't need him around after that. Yes. All I need is my daughter. I don't know what you're planning, but this has to stop. I can't stand the stench. Stench. How rude to talk about a girl like that. No longer needed. Glissade really doesn't think of me as... No, it wasn't surprising. I'd known since I was a little kid that he thought nothing of me. That wasn't going to change because I helped him for a few days. Cyrus said she wanted to accept the past and find a way into the future. We can change our fate as long as we don't look away from it. Yes. I have to change my fate. I have to do it myself. Are you going to stop this sacrilege soon? What did you just say? You're desecrating the dead. This will not go unpunished. Priscilla isn't dead! She's sleeping! No, she's dead. You're a doctor. How can you not see that? Why did you kill so many people? For this? Does it matter? They're just criminals tossed out of the heights. Didn't you see their filth, their base nature? They live and think like the excrement in a privy. They never work, and all they do is live off the hound's rations day in, day out. They're like cattle. Cattle has to be put to use, doesn't it? One can hardly be blamed for a little culling of the herd. You're mad. It doesn't matter what you think. Do your job, ADAGE. Father, do you remember the time I was injured as a child? I told you not to call me your father! Just answer the question. Do you remember or not? Of course you don't. I started a big fight with a bully nearby. I didn't lose, but I had a lot of injuries everywhere. I was doing it to protect someone, so it was a fair trade. More than my injuries, I was afraid that you'd be worried about what had happened to me. I thought you'd be angry, but you weren't. When I look back now, I know that you just didn't care, but back then it made me glad, and I was impressed by how you treated my wounds. So, back then you said, saving the weak is a doctor's job. I think so too. That's why I became a doctor. Are you going to wax nostalgic forever? Get it over with. I will. Just another moment. So, I became a doctor to find you. But that was just a stepping stone. "20 years ago.
Mother, should we really go outside? You're not feeling well.
Yes, but we have to. If we don't take a walk, my body will feel even worse.
Okay.
ADAGE, I need to talk about something important with you.
Something important?
Yes, I think I'm going to die soon.
Die? From a disease? Can't Father treat you?
No. There are illnesses your father can't treat.
But that can't be. Father can treat anything. He's treated injuries for me before.
Adage.
I don't want this. Father is never home. If you're gone, I'll be all alone.
No, that's not true. Your father will come for you. You're his only son.
I don't think so.
No, he will. I don't have his blood, but you do. He'll come for you.
I don't think so. I'm scared of my father. He never laughs and he never plays with me.
He had a hard time.
What was so hard?
Your father had someone else that he loved. A woman much better than I am. Someone special. But he couldn't find happiness with her, and now he's with me. That's why he doesn't love me.
But Father is so mean.
Yes. But it isn't all your father's fault. Besides, even if he doesn't love me, I love him. I really do. I want you to do something when I'm gone. Glissade is a fragile man. Please.
So he did it for his mom.
She told me to help you, to be there for you, when you're grieving. I'm not here just to help you with this. I became a doctor so I could reach out to you and save you. Save me? Pretentious brat. Yes. My skills aren't nearly up to yours, but I can make better calls than you. Glissade Roselight. The man I followed here didn't kill the weak. I will set you free from the curse that is Priscilla.
Oh, dang.
I took one of the bottles on the table and poured it over Priscilla. What are you doing? You'll see.
Oh, damn, he just burned her.
I took a lighter from my pocket, lit it, and threw it onto her.
Well, I hope Priscilla can finally rest after all this time.
Her body burst into a pillar of flame. Glissade threw cloth over her to extinguish the flames. Oh no! What have you done? Priscilla! His own clothes and hair had caught on fire, but he only cared about Priscilla. Priscilla! Priscilla! With this mad, ridiculous sight in the corner of my eyes, I was finally free.
I'll have fun burning to death, I guess.
Father, I wanted to save you.
Well, in a way, you kind of set him and your sister free. So good job. And you saved everybody else in the depths, including your girl.
Come, we're leaving.
Adage. Why?
Don't ask. Hurry up!
Yeah, we gotta run out of there. Adage, hurry!
I know. I'm not good at sports. No, wait. Wait a moment.
Adage stopped and tried to catch his breath. His chest was heaving. He could hardly breathe. I'm gonna carry you, sir. The sweat was standing on his forehead.
We've got some distance between us and them. Don't you think we can walk from here?
Oh, okay. We can walk slowly. We walked side by side, paying attention to our surroundings. We didn't talk, but the air outside was pleasant. And we're home. Just like that. How do you... Do we just, like, fall back into it like nothing happened, or what? A lot kind of happened.
I'm so tired.
ADAGE entered first and threw away a note lying on the table.
I haven't been back here in a while.
You haven't?
No.
I was in prison, but what about you? Why didn't you go back?
It was too far to go back and forth every day.
ADAGE sat down on a chair and gestured for me to sit beside him. I thought about it for a while, then elected to sit a short distance away.
I guess I can't blame you for being suspicious.
Of course I'm suspicious after what you did.
Do you still hate me?
He hadn't seen through me just yet, it seemed. If you think I don't hate you anymore, you're deluded. It hurt me to say that to his face, but I also wrinkled my mouth to make sure it drove the point home.
I see. All right.
ADAGE sighed and said nothing. There was a heavy silence. With both of us silent, it seemed like time had stopped. But time doesn't stop. It never has, and life goes on. Why did you do all that to me?
It was deception.
Of me?
No, of my father. I did horrible things to you so he wouldn't find out that I have feelings for you. I'm sorry.
Apologies aren't going to be enough.
I know that, but at least let me apologize. I was always waiting for the right moment to break you out, but I also wanted to help my father. And now we're here. I guess I couldn't help him in the end.
You couldn't. Is he dead?
Oh, probably. I burned Priscilla. He tried to put her out and started burning too. That stupid fool. I promised my mother that I would help my father and his fragile soul. I kept looking for him to keep my promise to my mother. And when I finally found him, I wanted to help him. So he wouldn't commit more crimes. But in the end, I realized I was just another part. Just like Priscilla's body. A fragment in the puzzle that sates his drive. I had hope for him. Not anymore, of course. He doesn't love me. Nobody can love me.
ADAGE.
And I also realized that my father and I are totally different. I couldn't play with human lives like he does. My pride in my work as a doctor kept me alive. I wouldn't ever be like him, and I don't want to be. It took me a long time, but this is my awakening.
It took you way too long. Do you know how frightened I was?
Yes. I'm sorry. And my father's the reason you lost your parents. Now that I've killed my father, you lost your chance to prove your innocence.
Thanks a lot for that.
Sorry. My family played havoc with your life, didn't they? I won't tell you to love me, considering everything. I'm not even worthy of the vermin outside. But allow me to love you anyway. It'll be my first time. Nobody has ever let me love them before. I'm just so happy that I've met you.
ADAGE took my hand. I can't decide that just yet. It's not that I still hate you, but when I think about my parents, Sorry.
It's okay. I understand. It's only natural. Like I said, I won't tell you to love me.
But...
Why are you crying?
I don't know. I just...
Did I make you cry? All I ever do is make it harder for you, huh?
Yes. That sounds about right. You're a horrible man.
I'll make it up to you. I can't bring back the dead, so all I can do is apologize for what happened to your parents. Think of me however you want. But could you stay here? I'll devote my life to you.
To me?
Yes. You can fall in love with a different man if you want. That has nothing to do with this. I want to help you. Let me be in love with you.